We live in two amazing worlds, the real world and the world of our imagination. And what's also amazing is that every single person experiences the real world in a unique way, with a unique perspective, no two alike. Writing fiction is all about creating worlds, the world of story. Whether you set your story in the world we all live in, or in one that springs solely from your imagination, your job is to bring that world to life through your words so that readers can experience it. That's what setting is all about. And that's why it's such an important element, if not the most important, for fiction writers. Too often, writers ignore setting. But think about this. We live in the physical world. We respond to and interact with every single setting we are in, consciously or unconsciously. We inhabit space every second of our lives, even when we are in the womb. We cannot be extricated from setting, and neither can the characters we write about. Setting is place. It's environment. The objects and living things around us. It's our immediate surroundings, but also the larger space we move and breathe in. External elements affect us, our mood, our health, our perspective. Weather, the quality of light, the feel of the air, smells, all are factors that contribute. The same applies to our characters. Fiction writers are all about manipulating readers in a good way. We want our readers to feel certain things, ponder certain things, make certain assumptions, trigger memories. We lead them down the proverbial garden path to a destination we have planned for them. We should know what our objectives are for every scene and how setting plays a part. The same goes for creative nonfiction. Anytime a writer presents a place for readers to envision and experience. So taking time to decide on setting is important and shouldn't be overlooked. The fact that you're taking this course tells me you know setting is an important element in your stories. I'm hoping that by the time you complete this course, you will be convinced that setting is one of the most vital and versatile elements you need to consider and develop in every story you write. Fiction writers focus primarily on characters, and rightly so. Characters are at the heart of your story, and readers want to dive deep into their inner and outer world to experience the plot through their senses, thoughts, and feelings. The plot and premise rank high up in a writer's concerns, for without a terrific, compelling story concept and execution, readers will get bored. Too often, though, setting is pushed into the background or given only a cursory mention. Writers often have the misconception that readers aren't interested in the setting and will skip over descriptive passages. Because of this, they don't look beneath the surface to see what a setting can truly do. They miss out on all the ways it can shine a light on a character's mindset and add depth to the bigger story. Sadly, they focus on giving only enough setting detail to provide context for the reader, if that. And while context is important to provide a sense of place, it's only a sliver of what the setting brings to the equation. Here's the challenge with the printed page versus the big or little screen. With movies or any visual medium, you are shown the setting. Every detail that's presented before your eyes has been carefully considered and included in the milieu of each scene you watch, whether that's the landscape, architecture, clothing, furnishings, weather, food. You, the viewer, don't have to do anything to imagine the setting. It's all there in front of you. There are drawbacks, though, to visual media. You can't smell the coffee, taste the pie, know what the chair feels like against a character's back, sense the heavy soreness of a character's muscles after a long, hard day of labor. Those types of details have to be discerned from the visual clues on the screen. Not so different with fiction on the page, but there is one big difference, and this is what draws millions of people to read books. With fiction, you get to go deep inside your characters' heads and experience what they experience in a visceral way. A masterful writer can get readers to smell the coffee and feel those aches and pains in a palpable way, and know the characters' reactions to those experiences. As we go through this course, you're going to see why and how this is so important when considering setting. Everything your character experiences has to matter, and that includes her interaction with her world. What you include and how you include it should be strategically planned, and that will help you determine what to exclude. What you'll learn in this course is the power of words, nouns, adjectives, verbs that are packed with power, the power to evoke imagery and emotion, the power to set a mood and reveal a mindset, the power to mirror characters' needs and hopes and fears. You are going to learn technique to help you harness the power of setting so that your readers will be fully immersed in a story that will linger long after they read the last pages. Setting is perhaps the most versatile tool in a writer's toolbox. You'll learn in this course the many uses of setting. The right setting, carefully chosen, can help characterize the story's cast, drop in backstory in a meaningful way, hint at inner and outer conflict, supply tension, and make your readers feel deep emotions. Describing setting does come with challenges, though. Finding the perfect balance of showing and telling that won't slow the pace can be tricky. Pages of description may cause readers to skip ahead, but we also don't want to provide so little that they have to work hard to visualize a scene. If mounting frustration over being unable to imagine the character's world reaches a critical point, readers may close your book and never reopen it. There's more to crafting powerful settings than just plucking out a few details and slapping them together. It's about selecting ones that create a sensory experience, since description that offers real texture often triggers emotions and memories for readers, making them live the story emotionally through the characters. In storytelling, our number one job as writers is to make readers care. We want to ensure that our fiction captivates them on many levels and that our characters seem like living, breathing people who continue to exist in readers' minds long after they read the end. When it comes to characters, showing rather than telling is the most powerful means of providing insight into their personalities. Letting readers see for themselves who our characters are through their behavior and interaction with their setting is much more riveting than our explaining it through pages of information. We'll be looking at a lot of fiction examples, showing characters interacting with the setting, and we'll look at passages from many genres and writing styles, all to help you see how to craft powerful settings. Are you ready to take the plunge? Then let's begin.